Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We do. We have to go picture her out. And go through. You have to
You have to go
allow it.
live, right?
Yeah. Wish I had a mouse here. I like to keep them in my pocket usually.
The go live thing is here, but it's blocked out.
Oh.
Oh, you need a description.
Facebook is so dumb. Guys, if you see this pre-recording, I might edit this part out for the YouTube, but guess what? We're not on Facebook, and it's a bitch now. Hopefully you're watching us on the Facey McBooks Live. We're way late.
Is it starting? Okay.
You are now live. See? Woo-woo. All right. The intro's not back in yet, guys. All the other stuff isn't back in yet.
Yeah, we're still getting things organized.
Yeah, but welcome to Vanishing Gates. I am Jay, and this is
Katie, cat.
your host in the strange, the unexplained, and for some reason she uses her porn name instead of just saying Katie. But all right, high five. Way to out yourself. Anyhow, talking about the strange, paranormal, the unexplained. Jack is not here tonight. He is off in fuck around town. Don't know where he's at. Maybe one day we'll find out. Anyway, so how was your week this week?
It was a week.
So you got new earrings.
I did. I got some Art the Clown earrings. I don't know if people can see them, but
Being the token horror movie chick.
I can't see what I'm doing. But
You gotta get close to the camera. Yeah, you gotta put it out there. Yeah, just put that
right
in.
there.
Art the Clown is from what? Because most people have a little more standards than.
I liked the movies. Leave me alone.
The bad guy from Terrifier.
Yes, Terrifier. Well, these are from Terrifier 2, which was the better movie. But I'm excited for the third one.
Those earrings have specific sequel they're part of.
Yeah, these are from the second movie. The scene where he's wearing the glasses.
The one I fell asleep to because we were trying to watch it and I couldn't do it. I tried my hardest, and you were like, "Hey, this is really good," and I'm like, "Okay, we'll try to watch it." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh!" Suddenly,
I tried.
I can't do this anymore. I tried so hard. I
But
did.
I was also kind of drunk that night. So.
No. We watched it together, but I just couldn't sit through it. I'm sorry. It was just as bad, if not worse, as the first one.
It was better than the first one. You gotta admit it was better than the first one.
Better budget for sure.
Yeah, better budget.
Now, folks, do say hi in chat if you're here. Katie Kid has not had to have the joy, or has not enjoyed had the joy of having people in chat talking to us because she is so new to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have questions, please chat on the Facebook here, and we will respond. So, we did go see a movie this weekend.
We did. We saw the famous Five Nights at Freddy's.
I like how you said it's the famous Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't know why I
so it
said
wasn't
that.
already famous.
The well-known Five Nights at Freddy's. The popular, whatever you want to call
The
it.
thing that's causing all the Chuck E. Cheeses to not have animatronics in their stores anymore.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize Chuck E. Cheese's still had animatronics in the restaurants anymore.
Yeah, they're getting rid of... Chuck E. Cheese is getting rid of the animatronics.
And if
everywhere.
anyone has a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic, email me, vanishinggates@gmail.com. I don't want one. I need one for the studio. Because
imagine how cool it would look having a big old Chucky standing in the back.
I've been to exactly Chuck E. Cheese twice, I think. So exactly is not the right word. Always wanted a birthday party there, and this kid has had a birthday party
I
there.
had one of my
I'm so jealous.
One of my best birthday parties was at Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm so jealous.
And
I know the pizza was dog crap, but
I like the pizza.
I did too, but
say.
I know it's dog crap, but it's...
Apparently they reuse pizzas. I don't care. It's still good.
I don't care about all the rumors.
There's that whole conspiracy... Excuse me. Conspiracy
theory.
Sorry, I'm drinking seltzers, so they're kind of bubbly.
Kind of like you.
Yeah.
Is that like cannibalism, but liquid form? Bubbly
Anyway,
violence.
there's a conspiracy theory. When was that? A couple years back. What was that, like 2019? That was a while ago.
That was more than a couple of years.
Where they said Chuck E. Cheese was reusing their old pizza that people would eat.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it is either.
I think it's more of a creepypasta than... or an urban legend at this point.
But then somebody on YouTube, what's his name? That YouTuber, Shane Dawson.
Never heard of him.
He did a whole conspiracy theory, series on YouTube. Super popular guy.
Never
It's,
kind of heard of
millions of views on his videos, but...
Well, hey, Shane, hit us up.
He still does it, but...
Vanishing Gates, gmail.com, hit us up.
He went to a Chuck E. Cheese, and the pizza was, uneven. So it looked like that they had put slices in from other pizzas. So
That might be a singular case of Chuck E. Cheese. It's like with the Bob's Big Boy burgers got all screwed up with the whole... there was some people found in the freezer at a Bob's Big Boy Burgers, but it was only a one-time scenario.
It
wasn't company-wide. Yeah, because you're 12. She's old enough to drink. She's not actually 12, folks. Don't worry. Fanboys, I don't want to ruin the illusion. I'm going to tell you how old she is.
I don't have any fanboys. Jeez.
Oh, you're going to.
But anyway.
Tick, 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 tick. Even Jack has fanboys, and he's perpetually 15, I guess. I don't know.
He has fangirls, you said, not fanboys.
Yes, both. Well, the fangirls are all adults. Maybe you can find some fangirls.
Oh, God. Anyway,
Anyhow.
Back to Five Nights at Freddy's. So we went and saw Five Nights at Freddy's. It was good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. What did you think?
I did not hate it.
But you didn't. What did you think?
So, okay, here's what I meant with Five Nights at Freddy's. My oldest son is obsessed, or was obsessed at one point, with Five Nights at Freddy's. We own all of the games. My Steam account has all of them on it. My Xbox has a lot of them on it. My oldest son, who's super awesome, super smart, both my boys are really cool. I don't talk about my kids too much on the show, guys, because I'm really protective of my kids. I got one that's about to compete tomorrow in her first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition, so I'm not as worried as I used to be, because they can kick most of your guys' asses if you're watching this, probably. Don't tempt that, because I can definitely do it. No, I've always been very protective of my kids. As you know, I'm very protective of my family. I don't let that many people in my family circle. Yeah, and my friends. Especially my best friend here. And it's the thing where my son, who has... he's high-functioning autism. And he gets obsessed with something. And he talks about it ad nauseum, as you know.
Non-stop.
Because you're here all the time.
Just non-stop.
You're here at the house all the time.
Whether somebody's listening or not, he's
talking.
Yeah, he's talking about it.
So I heard so much about Five Nights at Freddy's, I was I couldn't even play the game.
It ruined it for you, kind of.
Well, it wasn't that. It was... I'm more of the first-person shooter, because I have my gaming channel and stuff. And I usually play like FPS stuff. I don't like third person usually.
I do. I'm kind of the opposite.
I know.
I like third person.
We played Fortnite and you were just whooping ass, and I was like
Yeah.
the total bitch in the party. Yeah, you're good at first person.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty decent at Call of Duty, but I like Red Dead and those kind of games.
Let's be honest. Even if you play COD, we're usually in the top place, and
I've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's usually me and you in the top score
Yeah.
on those games we play.
Yeah.
So
Practice makes perfect, people.
I think obsession, stupidity for me. Katie's just really good at it. So, but Five Nights at Freddy's is like, I've heard the lore. Like, we bought the kids the books because all the kids love Five Nights at Freddy's and all the books and stuff, and I couldn't do it. And I tried to watch a PewDiePie video of it, which I think is what made it really pop out.
Yeah.
I like the history of Five Nights at Freddy's more than I like anything else about it.
The story is good.
Well,
it's a good story.
I just mean how it came into fruition.
Yeah.
I think the creator came up with it and started doing it. To me, that's more interesting than all of the rest of it.
Yeah.
Like, I like the storyline from, the movie was, again, good. We'll get into that. But I like the fact this dude wanted to make video games about the Bible. He got shut down.
Yeah.
So he spat in the face of people. He's like, well, I'm going to make scary games. And then PewDiePie and guys like that found it and played it.
And Markiplier.
And
They're
Markiplier,
the two main guys.
Yeah, I've never watched anything they've done aside from small blurbs. I forget
I don't
even remember who Mike. I know you do. You're a little bit younger than me.
Markiplier's kind of hot too, so. But
well,
that's besides
Markiplier,
the point.
if you're out there, Katie Cat thinks you're hot. Hit her up, I guess. Vanishing Gates at gmail.com, Markiplier. I'll give you her number.
Pretty sure he's.
I 100% won't. I won't do that. Because it won't be a real Markiplier. If Markiplier makes a video of this and says, oh, I'm not the real me, I'll be like, it's a little different. And then Katie Cat's got herself a new fiance or something.
Oh my god.
I don't know. As long as it doesn't screw with or show here now. Because I can fight. Anyway, so going into it, I like the story. The guy was like, hey, I wanted to make a Bible-based video game, and the developers won't let me do it. So I'm going to make something terrifying. And then a bunch of social media people got on board, and they're like, oh, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And it scared the hell out of them.
Yeah.
The few times I played it, I was like, there's going to be a jump scare. Gonna be a jump scare.
That's the whole point of the game.
Jump scare.
Yeah.
But I knew it was coming every time. But I'm because you've hung out with me at the bar and stuff, or when we've walked and stuff. Because if we go to the bar and we've both been drinking, you usually come to my house. Mm-hmm. I'm always aware of my surroundings. So the one jump scare that gets me is in Crocodile Dundee.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Oh my god! What? Vanishers. Hit us up in chat if you think that's ridiculous that Katie Cat has not seen Crocodile Dundee.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you will. You will. You will soon. We're watching this. She also hadn't seen The Thing, which is incredibly surprising.
I had seen part of it, but yeah, I finally saw the whole thing.
Well, you're the horror chick, so it's like we'd expect you to have seen it. Anyway, so I just like that I watched this stuff go through. I played the game, jump scares and jump scares. It's very seldom a jump scare gets me.
Yeah.
So I expected all of that with Five Nights at Freddy's the movie. Because playing the game, a couple few rounds, I had to double that one up, I guess. Let's multiply that a bunch. But a few rounds, and I expect jump scares. It doesn't help when my son walks around with his phone and goes, hey, Dad, look, jump scare from Five Nights at Freddy's. For 4 years, it's like, yeah, and it's like a chicken in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was like...
It's Chica.
Is that the name of the thing?
The bird character?
Oh, I think it was, in the movie.
Chica, yeah.
Oh, you actually know this, though.
Well, I remember it from the movie.
I think that's what it was, yeah?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Chica.
okay, sounds
yeah.
about right. Oh, but did you ever actually play the games?
No. Well, I tried to play like the little online ones that they made. That you could just go online and play.
It's literally all of them.
Yeah. Well, I tried. I didn't like it. I don't like jump scare games.
It was like, eh.
I mean, the movie had a couple jump scares, but they weren't. They were kind of like predictable.
I will say a few things about this movie, though. It was not exactly what I expected, but it kind of was.
Yeah.
I liked the ending a lot more than I thought I would.
The ending was really. I think the ending was the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
marketed the ending a different way.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Which is why I didn't want to watch it.
And it was a little unexpected. It was unexpected.
No spoilers, guys.
We're not going to spoil it, but it was unexpected.
I will tell you this, though. The actors were all freaking amazing.
The actors were great, yeah.
A little ham bone here and there, but overall, it was all believable. It was sincere. They did a great job. And Matthew Lillard...
I was just going to say, Matthew Lillard did great in that movie.
Most people wouldn't think that I appreciate Matthew Lillard as an actor, but I really love that guy as an actor.
He's one of my favorite actors. He's really good.
He plays both a really good guy, an amazing, really bad guy, and then the neutral in between. And I'm not going to tell you which one he is for this movie, guys, because I don't want there to be anything important involved.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's just a good side character, but holy crap, the acting was phenomenal.
Yeah,
the effects were great.
He was scary.
You're not supposed to say spoilers.
Oh. Well, it's not a spoiler.
In Scream, he was scary in Scream.
Yeah, he was scary in Scream.
Because he was dumb as hell, and then turned out to be this dumb as hell murderer.
But he played that so good, where he was like really like funny and dumb, and the goofy character, and then
you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, at the end he was like the bad guy.
That's why he was scary in Scream, because he's believable as someone that you wouldn't expect to be this serial killer. And it's like, and if you guys haven't seen Scream, I'm not going to say no spoilers, for fuck's sake.
That movie's been out since the 90s.
It's been out for 30 years.
Yeah.
You guys can figure it out. It's been out, I think, as long as Katie's been alive. Or pert near.
It came out in like 98.
So Katie was 6 when Scream came out.
I was
just
6 when
for the record.
Scream came out. So obviously I didn't watch it until I was older.
But you see this stuff, and you see some of these actors, and like he played Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, which is good.
Which he played so good.
And
perfect.
He was definitely, to me, in this movie, the shining light of this movie as a famous actor.
Yeah.
The little girl that was in the movie,
she was good.
To me, was even better, though. And I have no idea who this person is. So, guys, highly suggested. To me, it was a slow burn. We saw it. We ate popcorn. It was fun. I would suggest it again. I would watch it again.
I would watch it again, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now, I've heard people compare that to the Nicolas Cage one that came out, which I thought was amazing. Because Nicolas Cage, for once, he didn't talk at all. And we've talked about it on this show before.
He didn't have one line in that movie.
Not a single line. He grunted a little, and then he beat things to death, or already dead. It was amazing. But it was the same creator of Five Nights at Freddy's involved with both.
It was just different.
Yeah. They just approached it differently because the studios wanted to go a different direction.
Yeah. No, but I give Five Nights at Freddy's a solid, like, let's say 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're very nice.
You didn't think it was 4?
I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, like, I think it was the chick you're at the movie theater with scale.
Huh? Oh.
So, sorry, children, if there's any young people watching, you might want to mute your mic now. And parents, this is going to get vulgar. There's a few of us guys in my friend circle who used to rate theater movies with How many fingers you'd involve yourself to forget about the movie?
Oh my gosh.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 2. That's a high rate. It's disgusting and vulgar, and I just seem like a douchebag for it, but
Wow.
it's like, well, we measure chicks on the finger scale too.
Anyway.
How many fingers would you lop off to hang out with her?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to
Movie's a solid 2.
what we were saying. But yeah, I liked it. I would watch it again.
I would do.
I don't know if I would go to the movies and watch it again.
No, I definitely wouldn't do
I
that.
think I would like buy it and watch it at home.
Yeah.
But and also Josh Hutcherson, who played the main character.
What's that?
Mike. What's his name? Mike?
His name's Josh Hutcherson?
Yeah, the actor that played.
You know the dude's name?
Yes.
I'm out of touch.
He's a good actor. Yeah, he was in the Hunger Games, and he's been in a lot of
It's
stuff.
What's that?
Well, anyway, he's a good actor. You thought he was good, right, in the movie?
Oh yeah, great actor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as
Yeah.
the lead guy.
Mike. Yeah.
Oh, the lead guy.
The brother, the big brother of.
Oh yeah, he
little
was
girl.
dope. He did
Yeah.
great. I don't have any idea who he is, but yeah, did a great job.
Yeah, his name is Josh.
I thought he was new. I thought that was his first movie.
No, he's
I
been
thought
in a
this
lot of
was a
stuff.
guy that was new.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
I sincerely thought he was someone that I.
Well, he hasn't been in anything for a while. That's probably
Well,
why.
because he was in the Hunger Games.
That was and
Who
this
the
came
fuck
out a while
wanted to
ago.
watch that?
They were popular.
I almost
I don't know.
watched one all the way through, and I had to go. The books were better, and I didn't even read the books.
Yeah, I didn't either. I saw the movies, but.
Anyhow.
So, anyway, yeah, it was.
So, Five Nights at
good.
Freddy's. Go watch it if you haven't yet. We'll give it thumbs up. Well, Siskel and Ebert, can you get your thumbs in the screen? I know you have tiny thumbs, but Katie, come on. The camera's over here. Come on. I know we need to readjust things for the studio, but for fuck's sake. Thumb the camera and the
I
audience.
think
a
that
little
was
more.
good enough.
There you go. Get your thumbs in there. There you go. Thumb that audience. Thumb it. Anyhow. Yay.
So,
And then I made you watch Terrifier, or not Terrifier.
I made you watch
that
Terrifier.
shit. I made you watch a much more explicit
yes, that
and
was
a much better movie.
quite the movie.
I made you watch Strangeland.
Yeah, that was quite the
I
movie.
didn't make you watch it. You just decided you wanted to watch it because I wanted to watch it.
Well, you said you wanted me to watch it
You
and that
needed
it was
to
good,
watch it.
so.
If you thought Terrifier was good, Strangeland is far better and far frightening.
Yeah, what's his
More.
name was creepy as hell.
Dee
in
Snider,
that.
how good was he in that?
He creeped me out. Like, he was gross.
Yeah.
He was disgusting and evil and just nasty.
He was villainous. I loved it.
And his, like, the way he looked with the piercings and ugh. And the ugh.
So hot.
It wasn't hot at all.
When he makes Robert Englund his bitch, like, that's the sign.
Yeah.
If you make Freddy Krueger your bitch,
Yeah, then you
got
won.
some stuff going on.
Yeah. You won if you made Freddy Krueger your bitch.
And for a guy who's not a huge boy, he was a big boy.
He was pretty big and, like, in shape. I was kind of surprised
Really?
how buff he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that buff. Like, I'm bigger than him, but I'm not that buff.
I just didn't expect him to look like that. I thought he was, like, skinny and, like,
No.
I don't know.
You just wear a lot of blush and mascara.
I don't
and shit.
listen to Twisted Sister, so I don't know.
Look, we're not going to take that. Get it?
We're not gonna
Yeah,
take
that,
it.
exactly.
No, we ain't gonna take it. But yeah, anyway, that movie was creepy. Definitely disturbing. Definitely won't watch it again.
Aww.
It was creepy.
Aww.
Maybe I will one day.
Yeah. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies.
The way he was like...
It's just so sick and twisted. It's amazing.
Yeah, the way he tortured people was like... Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yikes.
hot. Also not hot, because most of them were teenagers.
Hot in a sense that it was
when you
good
think about it. I mean, they
horror
weren't
movie.
actually teenagers, but the idea was, the more I think about it, less hot it is, but still.
Like, if you're in that situation,
Okay,
it would
look,
be hot.
I'm into some kinky stuff, okay? And when you think about the age differentiation, yes, it's not as hot. Everyone on the show knows, if you've listened to me for 5 seconds at all, you know that I think pedophiles should be put into wood chippers.
Yeah.
Problem solved. But that
and
movie...
they should be tortured like those people were being tortured.
Oh, no.
In that movie.
No, I can come up with better ways. Not the point. I know people that do that stuff for fun, and to me, part of me is like, dude, that's kind of hot. But if it's adults, consenting adults.
Oh, if it's like in a fun way.
Yeah, like, me and the wife went to a sexpo once. Yeah. And someone was hanging on hooks. The wife did not appreciate that. I found it incredibly hot. The wife did not.
To each their own.
I wouldn't do that on a daily basis.
To each their own.
It was attractive.
Everybody finds different things hot.
You like to be spanked.
And so does every other girl on the planet. Pretty much.
I don't think that's true.
Pretty much. What girl doesn't like to be spanked?
If you don't like to be spanked and you're a girl, please send Katie a message.
Yeah, send me a message and
gmail.com.
explain to me why you don't like to be spanked.
We're going to get a list of things why, and it's going to be really deeply disturbing. I'm going to have to be the one to read
Unless
them.
you have some kind of childhood trauma, which
Yeah.
I would understand
There you
that.
go.
But if not, then you're weird.
Some girls might just have really, like, soft butts, dude. Maybe they're sensitive
bony.
there. Or bony. God.
And it hurts.
I definitely found the right co-host.
Anyway.
We're disturbed people.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about some doppelgangers again.
Doppelgangers. Yes.
We talked about this last week, and the audio and the video didn't come out right. Because I had my settings set, apparently, to full stupid.
Yeah, hopefully it's working now.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to take credit for not having everything fall apart this time. Considering we're going off my phone's Wi-Fi versus my hardwired setup because my computer's dead. That usually runs the studio.
Yeah,
we'll have that back.
Jason's brother, if you're watching, can you come look at it? Jack, come look at the computer and help us out. Maybe he can get it working.
He hasn't so far. So, anyway. Point being, doppelgangers. We talked about people that have run into basically carbon copies of themselves in person
But
and
it's
in
not
public.
really them.
But it's not really them. There's something
Yeah.
different. Now, there are some thoughts that I've come across where it's like, hey, maybe there's a dimensional rift and shift, and it is you, but it's from a different dimension. Which is like...
That's
interjecting.
possible, yeah. Wow.
Here comes the rain,
It
guys.
just started
We're
pouring.
going to get a massive storm, so if everything goes out, it's a storm.
Yeah, I really hope the power doesn't
It
go
just
out
started
tonight.
dump rain.
That would suck. But,
I mean, it wouldn't be great during the show,
no, it wouldn't.
but at least you have a nice place to stay. So,
yeah. Anyway.
people running into each other and interjecting over places and overlapping. If you look at those old pictures of like celebrities, like, again, Nicolas Cage is going to be involved in this conversation. Nicolas Cage. So there's pictures of like people from like the Civil War and then Nicolas Cage, and they're identical.
I've seen that.
Now I don't know if those are fake.
There's a new one that just came out. There's this guy on some kind of sports team. I think it's basketball.
Some kind of sports team? I think it's basketball. Oh
that looks like Nicolas Cage. He looks just like him.
It might be one of his kids.
Wait, let me see if I can find it.
This may be one of Nicolas Cage's children.
I don't think so. I'm going to look it up.
Guys, comment and chat about your thoughts, because I haven't seen any comments yet. I know people are watching.
I don't know what's playing.
I don't know. Apparently, Katie's phone has doppelgangers involved. They're trying to gum up the works.
Oh, where's that picture? Now I can't find it.
I have no idea. If it's new, we can't show it.
Well, there is this one, where it's like an old picture.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Here, let me show it.
I don't know if they're going to be able to see that through your phone, through the computer.
They will. If you guys can see, that's what we're talking about. That's lagging, so I can't tell if it's...
I can't tell if that's accurate. It's not lagging.
Yeah, they can see it. See?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's kind of blurry, but...
Yeah, it's really blurry. It's not kind of blurry. Next time, just save that in a file and we'll show it. We can actually pull that up on OBS.
Yeah.
And show it in the corner.
Yeah, I can't find that one that I saw. Oh, here it is.
We're trying to refine
He's a baseball
the studio,
player.
guys.
He's a baseball player. Look. Look. It looks like
It's probably his kid.
Well, it's not though. It's somebody else.
Plays for the Phillies. First of all, Nicolas Cage could hire someone better, and he might be just related to him. He's got a receding jawline. He looks like he could take a shot to the nose once.
Should I show them?
I mean, you can if you think that looks like Nicolas Cage's doppelganger. Nicolas Cage's.
See this guy? He looks like him.
I feel like he doesn't. I mean, he does, but not.
Anyway.
I feel like there's explanations behind that aren't.
I think he just kind of looks like him.
No, I'm talking about like people in the past that look like. Oh my god. Darn, we'll see that. You know, email KatieCat at Gmail or vanishinggates@gmail.com. Say, KatieCat, send the picture back better.
Well, maybe we'll go back and edit it and then put the picture up
make it work.
and cut that out.
We weren't really planning because there's a storm coming. There's a pretty good storm coming into our area right now. It's been dumping off and on. Anyway, so Doppelgangers, which is when you have more than one ginger in a room.
Doppelgangers?
It sounds like a fist fight. Oh, it's not. It's not pronounced that way. It's doppelgangers. We did this last week, I think. So.
Yeah. Do you want to grab me another one of those, please?
Yes. You want to continue what I was saying?
Yeah. So, doppelgangers. We were talking about that.
You had no idea where it was going when you were from my conversation with me.
We gotta maybe find some stories that we could read.
Coming from the girls like, oh, I was at Reddit earlier and I read a bunch of them. There are a ton of stories of doppelgangers over history and through time. By that I mean recently.
I didn't read them, but I found some, so...
Oh, you're going to read some Reddit stories?
Thinking about it.
Will you pull those up first then, and I'll go into the other ideas that could be happening. Like I said, dimensional rifts, people merging in from who they are to somewhere else they are, because, you know, even if the dimensions are here and the universal's separate and swifting? Get swifty?
Swifting. Taylor Swift?
No. I was thinking of Rick and Morty. But if you, like, merge things and they fluctuate and move, it seems like in those patterns there's going to be some variations. Some people think Bigfoot is a interdimensional being and that aliens are interdimensional beings. So maybe these doppelgangers are from a different dimension in a similar universe that we have that is just like us. And I think KatieCat found a story so I can stop blathering on like a freaking idiot.
Oh, stop. I was just looking...
Perhaps.
I was looking up... Okay, I'm just going to pick one.
Oh, man. She did the girl... She's the mom thing. She's like...
Just gonna pick one.
She's not even a mom, but she's doing the flappy wrist thing.
Shut up. Okay. Get my voice ready to read.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This should be good.
This is by Confused Confuzzled on the paranormal thread on Reddit. Okay. They said, I have one. This happened to many of us girls that work together. We worked at a dog kennel place. Many weird things happened, but let me stick to your main theme for this comment. We would hear each other speaking when we weren't even there that day.
I'm gonna wait. They worked at a dog kennel place, and many things happened at a dog kennel place.
Apparently. Should I continue?
This is the theme that she wants to go into. Of all the paranormal things that happen at dog kennel places,
let me continue.
It's a haunted dog kennel? I want to go to that dog kennel. I want to adopt a haunted pup. What are you talking about? I need a new dog. I want to adopt it. Tell me where it's at.
Well, if you let me continue.
Sorry.
I would constantly see my manager standing next to me as I bathed dogs, like she wanted to say something. But when I turned around, no one was there. We would randomly get called to the kennels or office, and when we got there, no one was looking for us. Sometimes our radios turned off would go on and sound, "Bring Fido to the office for pickup." Get to the office with said dog, and no one had radioed, nor were the owners there. Twice, what are you doing?
Listening.
Okay. Twice, one of my friends texted me mad because she saw me talking to the manager on my day off and was upset I didn't go back and talk to her for a bit. I didn't go in. We called it the mimic of imitator, and it was always the same three of us that were mimicked. Like I said, a lot more and creepier stuff happened, so if you want to know, I can write out blah blah.
The mimic of imitator?
Yes.
So someone just wrote fan fiction about working in a haunted dog kennel.
No.
Yes, that's what happened. Someone just wrote a fictional story. That is absolutely not true. No one comes with the idea. We call it the mimic of imitator. That's way too many syllables for someone or a group of people to come up with something in duress as a nickname. Bullshit! Bullshit! Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Bullshit! sorry.
It's just a story I found on Reddit. Like,
I didn't say you wrote it.
Seriously.
No, I didn't say you wrote it. I'm just saying, like, I know people that have actually, like, said, hey, I saw someone that looked exactly like me.
Yeah.
And you're never supposed to touch them.
Yeah, no, you're not.
If you touch them, you know what happens?
No.
Double Dutch rudder.
What's that? I don't know what that is. Double Dutch rudder? What is that? Am I just dumb, or am I supposed to know what that means?
You've never seen Zack and Miri make a porno?
Yes.
Double Dutch rudder?
I don't remember. What was it? I haven't seen it in a while.
It's when...
You can't even say it.
I just can't believe you don't remember this. It's all funny.
I don't.
So when you grab yourself and your friend grabs himself, and you guys use the opposing arms to get each other off.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
But no, actually, touching a doppelganger is supposed to be incredibly dangerous. Like,
yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
It's not a double Dutch rudder. I mean, unless it's a really, really good one, I guess. I mean, that's how you die. Who knows?
God.
Could you see that on the tombstone? Died of doppelganger double Dutch rudder.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to find another story that sounded good.
It's like a DDR.
There's a lot on here.
Well, you can read more. I'm fine. I'm just going to make fun of them because it usually bullshit.
Here's one. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
One day, years ago, I ran into a friend I hadn't seen for a few months. I said hello, and she got a bit snippy with me and made the remark, "Oh, now you're talking to me." I was bewildered, and even more so when she told me that she had seen me in her church at the 11 o'clock Mass the past 3 Sundays. She talked to me at each Mass, but I either glared at her or ignored her. I told her that I went to my church's Saturday 5 o'clock evening Mass and was nowhere near her church at that time. She kept insisting that it was me, so I suggested that I go to Mass with her the following Sunday, and I did. And quotations, I wasn't there that day. We'd gone through grade and high school together, and she knew me and swore up and down that it was me, dressed in the exact same coat I wore, the same makeup and perfume. So how was I there when I wasn't? It was truly mysterious.
Or her friends on drugs.
You gotta take all these stories and make them like they're not real.
No, here's how I think things. Okay, so I approach things from a logical explanation. Occam's razor. It's all things considered equal and relative, basically, is the simplest explanation is most often, not always, but most often, the accurate explanation to a situation. Like, I've seen some weird stuff you just can't explain.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's things that are like third hand, and you have to take everything into account. Like, I have been involved in exorcisms. I know, not like the TV does it. It's not the same thing. I've been involved in paranormal, like, walkthroughs and stuff, and 9 times out of 10 at most, with the paranormal investigations I've done, it's been a matter of something you can explain being contrived as something else. Often drugs are involved, especially in Humboldt County. Mm-hmm. So we live in Northern California, the pot capital of the world.
Yeah.
When there's not, usually there's another endeavor involved, as though it's a misunderstanding of what's going on. I have one extra UFO encounter ever. One UFO encounter.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired, but one UFO encounter. I've talked about it on the show a few times, and I have no idea what it was. That's why it's a UFO, unidentified. No idea what it was. It could have been a million things aside from aliens. I'm not calling it aliens. It was just a thing I saw that didn't make any damn sense. I've been tracked in the woods by mountain lions. I have seen things that I couldn't explain to you. I've seen people contort and do things that don't make sense but are physically explainable. So to me, I want the simplest explanation. I want the accurate explanation. I want to figure out causation and what the endgame actually was with it. I have seen things that are definitely not of this world, like spiritual wise. And I've seen other things. I've seen miracles. I've seen great things happen. I've also seen terrible things happen. But I am very leery of the majority of things because it's such a... I mean, we wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't such a popular concept.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're definitely jumping into this part of it because, hey, it's sellable. Let's be real. This garners attention, this topic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it to be cheap and flimsy. I'm doing this to, entertain, but also to get the actual substance out there. I've had people on the show that were very gifted in certain things that I would say would not be possible. And it was really cool. It was kind of eye-opening. It didn't change much for me overall, but definitely told me there's things but I always knew that I'm missing certain things. But a lot of it comes to, I'm not scared of crap.
Yeah.
I'm scared of sharks and amusement rides. They're put together by carnies.
Carnies.
I'm not scared of the carnies. I'm scared of those are the ones that put the amusement rides together. I'm scared of their lack of ability to put them together.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I'm not really scared of shit. Like, we had that incident the other night when we were walking back. You didn't really see all of it, but what did I do? I just toughened my back and we kept walking, and I kept pushing you to go and get here safe. Mm-hmm. When there was something I know that wasn't right behind us.
Yeah.
And I was ready to fight the entire time. I'm going to be that way all the time. There's 3 reflexes in life. Fight, flight, or flee. Wait. Fight, flight or freeze. Not flee. Flee is flight.
Well, I know fight
Freeze.
or flight, but yeah.
Most people tend to freeze and don't take it into account. I don't do that. Mine is fight.
Yeah.
Mine is fight immediately, and then if I have to fly, then I fly.
Yeah.
It's that simple, but I fight first and then fly. It's just how I'm wired. I've never been different. It's just been a weird thing for me. Maybe it's how I was like brought up or whatever, but it has nothing to do with anything around me aside from just, the first time I really remember, like this church I was living in, there was shadow people all over the place, and I was just like, I don't know what they are, if it was one person or multiple, but I would stop. I wouldn't freeze, but I would stop and try to get a bearing on my situation, my surroundings. When it was safe, and they weren't a threat, I would just move on or try to confront it. Never had to get in a fist fight with a shadow person.
Yeah.
I felt like that other night I might have had to. That thing was weird, though. That was not like what I'd seen before.
It was pretty weird. I don't know.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to overtalk you.
Oh, you're fine.
I just got a little passionate there for a second.
But yeah, I guess back to what we were talking about.
The Doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers. I think we've covered the topic enough, probably.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody has any stories listening, or that will listen, that
Maybe.
have some.
If you do, let us know.
Yeah, email us vanishinggates@gmail.com and hit us up, and we'll cover your story.
Yeah.
It's totally cool, as long as you're not totally weird. I mean, even then.
Yeah, as long as you're not creepy or weird or...
Actually, we'll probably still do it then.
Yeah.
Don't expect us to invite you on to talk about
yeah,
it.
no.
Don't ask for our address.
Also, another thing we want to talk about that's kind of trending right now is the Uncanny Valley thing. That's really popular right now.
It's also very similar.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Well, the Uncanny Valley, especially AI, is... But the Uncanny Valley has always been a thing.
Yeah, but it's just kind of gotten popular recently.
Do you want to explain to people what it is?
It's basically like somebody that is like trying to look like a person but isn't. That's what I've read.
Kind of.
Like they're trying to look human but they're not really.
Well,
kind of thing.
The Uncanny Valley comes between the separation of a human and someone who's one of us versus someone that's something else. And
Yeah.
we see the differences. Hence the doppelganger thing comes into play.
Yeah.
So the Uncanny Valley is like, if you see something that's not totally right in your personal peripheral. We get skinwalkers, we get stuff like that. We get people that have been shapeshifters, etc., or so-called aliens and whatnot. With AI coming out, it's become even more prevalent because AI cannot draw hands to save their damn life, but who the fuck can?
No, you can always tell it's an AI picture if the hands are fucked up.
Well, that's not necessarily the best way to go
That's
because
not
it's
the only
learning.
way, but you can.
Tell.
I can always tell when it's an AI picture, no matter what it is. I'm like, yeah, that's AI. That doesn't look right.
There are other things.
There's something not right about that.
There's other things about Uncanny Valley that I could point out that would not be socially appropriate, and I'd probably get canceled if I mentioned it. But
you notice it? They always look off in those AI pictures.
Oh yeah, everything's off.
Yeah, it just.
It never moves right, never functions right.
It's like it's trying to be human, but it's not. That's what I think Uncanny Valley is.
Well, the Uncanny Valley is the human mind going, okay, there's a difference. Here's the valley between me and what this is, and this thing's slipping that way trying to get to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's like, hey, something ain't freaking right here. Art always goes that way. We're comfortable with some things of human depiction, like we don't mind caricatures in art. We don't mind someone drawing a funny character that makes it exuberant and different.
Yeah.
We don't mind certain things with CGI in movies, but we always notice the difference.
Yeah.
And it makes us uncomfortable if we see something similar in front of us.
Yeah.
And I think that's more like the valley has been breached, and that's when our brain goes, something's very wrong here, and I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah, something's off. This isn't like a normal person or thing or whatever it is.
And horror movies do this really well.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think clowns are kind of a big thing that bother us sometimes.
Clowns have never bothered me.
What if they were trying to fucking murder you?
Well, yeah. If I was being chased by a clown, I would be scared. Like that clown thing that happened back in, what was it, 2016?
Yeah, something like that.
The whole clown
2016,
craze.
17, yeah.
When people were...
We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, when people were reporting clowns
uh-huh.
popping up everywhere. It was just people dressing up like clowns. It's scary.
Yeah, but then you had John Wayne Gacy and shit like that.
Yeah, but then there's also actual people that were dressing up like clowns with weapons.
Yes.
That were running after people.
I loved when they approached it, like it was a joke, where they came out and that guy and he drew down on him. And one of their buddies is recording it, and they come out of this under this underground tunnel bridge thing, and the dude's like, he drew his firearm out, and he's like, get the fuck on the ground! These fucking assholes all had to stop what they were doing, because they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then the dude's like, oh, it's just a prank, it's a prank. Get the fuck on the ground, I don't give a shit, I'll kill you too. Get the fuck on the ground, I'm calling the cops right now. He called the cops, they'll get arrested. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I know. But
fucking pranks are stupid. But yeah, it's the same thing.
That whole thing was, I think most of that whole thing was fake. I think most of his videos were fake.
90%.
I think there's a couple that were real, but
90%. But the Uncanny Valley and clowns, it's very similar. It's like, why do we get worried about like killer clowns outer space? They're like, they look just enough like us not to be us.
Yeah.
You know,
or like Pennywise.
Yeah,
same
it looks
thing.
just enough
he looks
like
a
us.
kid's clown that would be at a party, making balloons, but he's not.
Well, it's like the Slender Man concept too. He looks just enough like us to not be us, and to get people involved and to get their trust and safety. We are wired to be a couple of things. We're not really prey animals. Humans aren't.
Yeah.
We're wired to be predatory or to be farmers.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like our whole existence has been either those two things. Yeah, we've been prey before to animals. But like I've been stalked by a mountain lion before, and that thing thought I was a prey animal, and it was incorrect.
Yeah.
I've been stalked by a mountain lion twice, and it didn't work out for them either time. That crap's scary, because if there's something going to kill me out in the woods, it's going to be a mountain lion. Because those things are muscle things and violence. And
terrifying.
It's kind of sexy, though. It's like, I want to be like that. Like, minus the whole killing people and dogs. Like, I just,
Yeah.
As a fighter and a martial arts guy, I'm like, I want to aspire to be like a mountain lion.
If anybody's ever heard?
Heard?
The drinks are kicking in, sorry.
You've had two.
I know.
It wasn't that much.
My tolerance is low. I don't drink as much as I used to. But, anyway, if anybody's heard mountain lions screaming...
Oh, it's great.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it
sounds like somebody's, like, getting gutted or something.
It sounds like a woman screaming.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
It's phenomenally awkward. I've heard that when I wasn't being stalked, and it was...
I kind of want to play it.
Yeah, fucking go for it.
On YouTube. I want to look it up.
We can play it. Maybe we should do a whole episode of like different animals screaming that people think are something else. That'd be kind of cool, because I've had videos where people thought it was Bigfoot and it was moose screaming, because moose scream too, and it's also over the woods and everything, equally freaking terrifying.
Wait,
and incredibly uncomfortable.
Let's see. Here's one.
Mountain lion screech.
Hopefully they can hear it.
I don't know if they can, but
pretty creepy.
That's not even like, that's a close one. Like, you should hear one from a tree stand. It sounds like a woman. If there's woods in the way more, that's a close actually screech.
This one looks far away. They had a camera set up outside.
Yeah, okay, so that was off a camera. If you're in a tree stand or something and you're hunting,
these guys are hunting. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Sounds like a person.
Sounds like a human.
Yeah.
Like a woman being tortured or screaming from help. There was that video of that cop. Did you ever see that video?
Yeah, yes.
He's like going out for the thing. He's shut his light on. He's like, nope, and he's walking back to his squad car.
I have seen that.
He's like, nope. They got noped out so fast, dude. He didn't even know what it was. He's like, nope.
Yeah. No, they have some pretty haunting screams.
And they're fast and terrifying, and they're quiet.
If I was out in the forest and I heard that, I would be booking it.
They're quiet. It does, yeah, and then they chase you.
No, if I heard that,
they would chase you.
But from far away.
If you book it,
I mean,
even then, that far away sound.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Just stand there?
Hug a tree and hope you don't die. I did book it from a mountain lion.
I would run if I heard that, for sure. That would be just my instinct, probably.
I had a physical confrontation with one, and the other one I ran the fuck away from, so
yeah,
I can't argue. But one was a small space, one I didn't have anywhere to go. So
yeah.
I was in a much larger space the first time, and that one did not make it.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, I just ran away. Because I could. I knew I could get to closer to civilian society where it's like, they're not going to be there. But they're still prevalent here. Like, they find them in the school over here all the time, right by my house.
Oh, yeah, they're all over California.
Oh, yeah, like, right down the street. Like,
yeah, where I grew up, my high school was the Cougars. Because
because all the old teachers like to find them young guys at the bar.
No.
That's probably better.
Stop. But they were called the Cougars because there was the hill that was behind that the high school was built in front of. It was just known to have mountain lions.
I just
Cougars
love
all over.
I love how we build our schools and have our children running around outside.
Oh, yeah, it was really safe. It was really safe.
Next to wood lines where there's bears and fucking mountain lions.
You
want to
know
awesome.
Something even better is they had us run track along the back of the back of the high school where there was hills and shit.
Now, you have a cat.
Yes.
So if you put a laser pointer in front of the cat would do what with the laser aim?
Chase it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember for our
and people wonder why I don't trust our education system.
For our PE final, we had to run a mile, or no, we had to run like 4 miles, or I don't know what it was. We had to run around the entire high school, basically. They made us run literally up the hill into the forest where the mountain lions were.
It's like a mile.
Oh, maybe it was a mile. I don't know.
I can't imagine you doing that.
I don't remember. I walked.
I figured.
But part of it was going up this dirt hill that went up into the forest and back down another dirt hill.
No, I know for a fact you walked.
Yeah.
You didn't have to tell me.
I ran for like, a minute.
5 feet.
I'm not a runner, okay? It took me 20 minutes to run the mile.
20 minutes to run a mile?
Because I couldn't run it the whole time.
I'm not going to tell you how fast I ran the mile.
Yeah, I don't need to know. I don't want to be...
I couldn't do that now. No, don't feel bad. You were lazy. It's different.
Well, I wasn't an athlete. I didn't play sports or anything growing up, so... I should have. My mom should have made me, but I was like, I don't want to. And she was like, okay.
I feel like Tumblr was a sport back then.
That was before Tumblr.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was before Tumblr.
Quake?
Thanks for making me feel old.
That's a change of pace. I like that.
Yeah, Tumblr didn't start until I was like 16.
I don't
think.
want to even...
But anyway, that's besides the point.
So your school made you cougar food, basically.
Yeah, basically. They're
cougar
like,
bait.
guys, go run behind the school, you'll be fine. And there was like no teachers or anything. They were just like, go run.
I had an elementary school I went to here in town that actually had a bear that walked up onto our track.
Oh, wow.
Just hung out there for like a few hours. We were on lockdown for 25 minutes.
Why were you on lockdown?
Bears, because there was a bear on the track on the playground.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, because of a bear, Katie. Because of a fucking bear. It's a bear! Have you seen a bear? They're not exactly the most, like, small things ever, and they're known to, like, do things that are kind of aggressive.
Yeah, that's true. I thought maybe you were on lockdown for, like, there was, like, a school shooter or something.
No, we had bears!
Well, you went to high school in that time when...
Yeah, well, I knew that guy. I wasn't in school with that dude when it happened.
You know, Columbine and all that.
Katie, I've told you about him.
Mm-hmm.
The guy I went to school with. I wasn't there for that. I was at a different school. That was here. He was there. Didn't have to worry about it. Anyhow.
Anyway.
Bears, though.
Yeah.
Those were a much more... And this is way before Kip did that shit. This is a much more prevalent problem here when I was a kid. Yeah. Bears on the campus.
Why do you keep saying bears like that?
I don't know, because it sounds like it's going to take away from the disdain
bears.
of how I think about Kip Kinkle. That's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The school shooter I knew.
I don't think you told me about that. But...
Yes, I did. I was in Boy Scouts and we stayed at my house when I was a kid. Before I moved here.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me. Never mind.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fond memories. He's still in prison, I think.
I hope so.
I don't think he's dead.
Let's not get on that topic,
anyway, I was talking about bears.
I know.
You want to talk about school shooters. I want to talk about bears. No, I said you wanted to talk about bears.
Yeah, speaking of Tumblr...
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it.
This is even worse.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, and it probably isn't on Tumblr anymore just because it's so horrible. And Tumblr did this thing where they, like, deleted all the, like, bad stuff on there and, like, the porn and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's audacious.
The mature stuff, you know? There was a whole community on Tumblr of people that were into the school shooters.
Ew. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's not go into that.
Yeah.
Please tell me you weren't part of that.
No, obviously not. Oh my God, disgusting. But anyway, yeah, that's just because you mentioned Tumblr, it made me think of it. I was like, oh God, Tumblr's fucked up. Tumblr's a fucked up place.
It was funny. It was started by the most, like, regular white dude ever that just wanted to have free speech up and about.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the most straight, regular white dude.
Dude, Tumblr is so bad.
Oh, I know.
Tumblr's like what is it, 4chan or whatever? Which I've never been on, but...
So Tumblr and 4chan had a war.
I've heard about 4chan that it's bad, but...
Oh, it's bad.
I've never
Tumblr and 4chan had a war, but Tumblr and 4chan were different because 4chan would actively seek out the people that were pedos and get rid of them.
Well, that's good. At least there's that.
There was a 4chan war on pedophiles. So there would be Pedo Bear was a 4chan thing.
Bear.
Yeah. It was a warning, don't go after kids. The 4chan dudes said, hey, fuck Tumblr because they're way more... At one point, 4chan had a ton of it. And 4chan's like, no, we have to not do this. This is not right. And the dudes at 4chan, all the people around it, it was a community, was like, this is disgusting, we can't do this. And I'm not supporting 4chan or either, by the way, guys, don't get me wrong, but there's a history lesson there to be involved, where it's like 4chan would make jokes on Tumblr about things like the free bleeding movement.
Ugh. I hate that whole thing.
Yeah. And
it's so
things
gross.
like that. And they would do a thing where another thing was like instead of allowing girls to defend themselves with guns, just pee on your rapist. We'll piss in solidarity because some asshole congressperson suggested that.
What?
Yeah. And so 4chan ran with it, went on to Tumblr.
Oh my gosh.
Some of those guys made this a thing as a fucking ironic joke.
Wow.
I don't agree with everything that goes on there. Do not mistake me. But some of those things are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The fact that the free bleeding movement was an ironic joke made by some dudes at 4chan.
And then girls actually did.
And their boyfriends shared it.
No.
Pictures.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, those poor,
there was
poor guys.
If you go to like the cringe picture channels back in the day, like we just share those pictures back and forth. I wasn't involved directly. I just saw the aftermath, and as a guy who does stand up once in a while in comedy, I could appreciate the irony of what was happening.
Wait, so they shared pictures of their girlfriends doing it?
There was one. The one that stands out the most was this dude. He had like the scabbiest facial hair, like almost nothing. It wasn't scabby. I should do just very little facial hair. It was just very prevalent.
Yeah.
Here and there. Really silly glasses. Tall, skinny guy. You could tell he never worked a goddamn day in his life. Standing next to his girlfriend taking a picture.
And she's all bleeding.
They're wearing, I think, jeans and white jeans.
Oh.
And the blood is just obvious through the jeans. And his comment was what stood out the most. I wouldn't have noticed any of the rest of it if it wasn't for his stupid fucking comment. Standing here with Cutie or Baby Girl or some shit like that. She's looking cute and free bleeding. Sharing it with the world. And then some other bullshit. I'm just like...
That's disgusting.
Bro,
oh my
look,
God.
I'm not trying to
That's
be mad
nasty.
at girls for having their period. I don't mind my Red Wings. I'll get them. I don't give a fuck. But that shit was gross.
That's gross. Wow.
Like,
it's funny, but it's also gross.
This same guy to take pictures when he sharts himself, like fucking.
Hey, just shart myself. Look.
Just wanted to show you my fucking gray sweatpants with my poo stains, like.
Skid marks. Hashtag skid marks.
Oh God, no! No, not right. Anyway.
Don't you love me as your new co-host?
Yeah.
I'm so much fun.
I'm glad that you're getting used to it. So, but no, I was like, stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like, I make jokes and I was getting shut down at this point in time. I was being sarcastic and making jokes that I didn't really care about. And talking shit. People are losing their careers over this time frame.
Yeah.
And this fucking guy is out there with his girlfriend because they went on Tumblr and some douchebags from 4chan went and said, hey, free bleed for a cause. And these idiots are fucking going for it. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. That's it. I was like, nope, I'm not crazy. These fuckers are stupid.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't,
Holy crap.
We fucking rabbit trail. This is what usually happens on this show.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Remember Halloween?
Oh, hella.
It was even worse. It's even worse when Jack's here.
I know. I don't. He had some stuff too, I guess.
He was supposed. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I think he's trying to inoculate frogs for anti-amphibian disease. He asked for some heroin needles and stuff, and I didn't have any heroin. He just had to do with bike pressure tires.
Well,
that may
maybe
be the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life.
Maybe we'll get him on the next show.
You just slurped. Guys, I'm sorry, this one slurps. Hit us up in chat. You haven't yet. I wonder if the chat's not working. But anyway.
I don't know.
People are watching. I love you guys. We love you guys.
Are we about done?
I think so. We probably had this for about an hour and a half.
It says hour 9 minutes.
There we go, an hour.
Yeah.
Do you have more to talk about? Or would you like to...
Not really. I mean...
We
maybe
can continue to talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we'll go back and add some pictures into like the parts we were talking about.
What, like nudes? This is the live stream version.
But I mean the one that we put on YouTube. Maybe we'll add like pictures in like of the Uncanny Valley, like some examples. Like AI stuff.
Or we can just do an episode like seriously next time and like do it with the pictures already added.
I know, but we can go in later and add them, maybe.
That's fine.
And the doppelganger, maybe some example. I don't know.
Damn doppelgangers.
Yeah. And I just spilled my drink.
Good job.
But yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Just want to keep going.
I don't know what else to talk about.
I'm going to edit the shit out of this video.
It doesn't look like anybody's watching.
No, not now. Alright guys, thanks for watching Vanishing Gates. I'm Jay and this is...
Katie.
And we'll catch... We'll
catch you later.
Good Lord.
We'll catch you guys later.
We'll see you next time. Have a great night and good nightmares.
Bye.